All right, family, we are live. We are back in full effect. And today is day 68 inside of our 30K in 90-day challenge. And we are focusing on your mission as it relates to your YouTube channel. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get into it, my name is Tracy Walker. I am a baseball mom. The fall season is definitely underway. I am also a documented seven-figure earner here inside of the digital marketing space. All right. I have learned digital marketing. I've been learning it. It has been a part of my life since 2008. That's when I first got on the internet and started figuring this whole thing out. And it has literally changed my life. And I've owned a digital marketing business in one way or another since then. All right. I've been very fortunate to use these skills to be able to build in the network marketing space. I'm a $1 million earner inside of network marketing. I've built teams of 30, 40, 50,000 people all around the world. I've also been able to take these skill sets and apply them to affiliate marketing. So where there's no team building involved, but there's literally products, services, things that I actually enjoy, I use, and I believe can be beneficial to others. I've marketed and promoted those things as well. I've been the female earner, the top producer. I've been one of the top producers, one of the female earners, and top female earners, or earners. And it's all because of the skill set. Doesn't matter what I do, what I market. If I want to do it and I find value in it, I find that it's useful to the group of people I'm looking to serve, well, then I'm able to sell it because these digital marketing skills, they evolve, but the premise and the foundation is the same. Last but not least, I've been able to use digital marketing skills to create my own products, my own services. I've had coaching programs. I've created a multitude of digital marketing products, programs, trainings, videos, the whole nine. I've created ebooks and downloads and blueprints and workbooks and manuals, podcasts, the whole thing, right? All because of what? This digital marketing skill set. So I've used it to sell other people's stuff, but I've also used it to create and sell my own stuff. So it works when you work it. All right. Now, before we get into it, one final thing to know is that I am a single parent. And one of my claims for fame is being able to automate a lot of the things that I do. So I am what I like to call a marketing automations expert. That means that I understand there's work. I understand that there are requirements to build a business on the internet. There's requirements to build a business off the internet. But I am a person who truly understands and employs leverage. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not like to work hard. Do I have a problem with working? No, I do not. Do I have a problem with understanding, setting goals and intentions and, moving the needle? Absolutely. Do I have a problem with hustling up and making sacrifices? No, I do not. But I do not believe in breaking a sweat to get it done. Okay. I believe in working smart and not hard. And what automation allows me to do, and what I am hoping that it is showing you that you will be able to do, is to be able to allow systems and tools and resources and things of that you don't have to keep your monitor like an employee, things like that, that allow you to do, or that does all the heavy lifting for you, which means you have your time freedom. Okay. You have your financial freedom as you begin to make sales. Time freedom is super duper important to me because my son plays on two baseball teams and he plays flag football. My son is 10 years old. He's not 25. Okay. So that means I'm responsible for taking him to and from school. He's in the fifth grade. I'm responsible for getting him to batting practice. I'm responsible for getting him to the gym so he can work out with his personal trainer. I'm responsible for the practices for the two baseball teams and the flag football team. I'm responsible for the games that go along. Getting him to and from the games with the two baseball teams and the flag football team. And let me tell you something, what I am not going to do, let me just be crystal clear with you. What I am not going to do is be in the stands while my son is pitching on the mound and I have to step away because I have to do a freaking Zoom because it's 7 o'clock and I can't watch my son, but I'm there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to walk away when my son is at bat because, oh my God, I've got to go do a conference call because it's Tuesday and it's 7 o'clock. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I am going to be and continue to be a present mother. That is the priority for me. Now, maybe for you, there is something. It may not be being a mom or may not be being a dad in terms of why you need the time freedom or why you want the time freedom. Maybe it is, but there's something that you want to do with your time, with your life that brings you joy and fulfillment. And you just do not want a business or a venture, even if you're new, even if you're just learning, even if you're getting it up and running, you do not want to be ball and chain to it. And I personally do not believe that you have to. There's some people who want you to believe that you do. I personally, my experience is that you don't. And I can only teach you from my experience. And so if you want that type of vibe in your life, then I'm your girl. Okay. If you want to work hard and slave over the computer and be on Zooms and conference calls and this all damn day because you feel like being busy gives you a pat on the back, then I am not your person. Okay. I want to live my life. I don't got to be famous, but honey, I like the wealth. Okay. I don't got to be famous. Some of y'all want to be famous. Okay. You want everybody to know you. And me, I can be quiet in my wealth. Okay. So listen, let's move on to day number 68. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about, we talked about the structure and the frameworks yesterday on day 67. We really started talking about the framework of your YouTube channel. And I gave you an assignment. If you remember, I gave you an assignment. You might need to go back and watch day 68, but 67. But I gave you an assignment to go and find some channels that actually appeal to you. Okay. Hopefully you did that. Because if you don't do what I tell you to do, then it's kind of hard. It's like if I were a basketball coach, it would be hard for me to coach you on how you're shooting from the free throw line when you never get your ass out the locker room. Like you're still in the locker room putting on socks, right? And I'm trying to coach you on how you're shooting, and I can't correct you on how you're shooting because you're not out here shooting. It's kind of that same thing. It's like I'm telling you what to do this, do that, and I can't correct you or help you or assist you or be of great value to you if you're still in a locker room wondering whether or not you want to wear the blue sock or the green sock. Who gives a shit? Put on the socks and let's go. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like it's 2024. And I don't know if you've looked around lately, if you've come out from underneath your rock potentially, but there's a lot going on. Okay. And I'm just a firm believer when you have people like a Warren Buffett who literally has become very, very cash heavy lately. I am just a proponent of the fact that success leaves clues. And if somebody like Warren Buffett is selling off tons of stocks and loading up a bunch of cash, what that means in the financial world is that he wants to be ready to buy things when the market crashes because prices will drop. And he wants to be ready to buy up everything smoking. So if he's becoming cash heavy, my question to you is, why are you moseying around looking at the clock trying to figure out, whether you're going to do what I asked you to do or not, right? You really just kind of need to be on it, doggone it, so we can go and you can be prepared such that by the end of this year, you're debt free if that's what you want. You have no more bills, in terms of debt types of bills that you want. You are able to buy the presents if you celebrate holidays and things like that. You want to be able to get gifts and things without having to swipe on credit card and pay high interest rates on it. You just want to be able to go to the store, get what you want to get, and honey, let it go. Like it was budgeted and you're good. Like that's where I'm trying to get you. That's what you want to do, right? I want you to be footloose and fancy free with your time and your money. All right. Doing what you want to do. So with that being said, you do what I asked you to do on day 67. Now you're ready for 68. So now that you've done that, we've got to figure out what your mission is. That is the number one thing that we're going to be talking about right here in this section is the mission. Okay. Your mission is where you are going. So when it comes to your YouTube channel, what is it or what is it that you want to accomplish? Now, if you listened and if you heard what I just said, I just told you it was my mission to help people, to help you have more time freedom. I just shared with you that the goal is to help you have more financial freedom, to pay off debt, to be able to do it by the end of the year, to be footloose and fancy free. I just said to you what the mission was. This is what my my mission is. This is how my channel and just my brand overall is built. I've had a slogan, a tagline, if you will, for a very long time: inspiring you into action. I need you in action because I cannot coach you on the sideline. You've got to be in the game, right? So that is my mission. So I need you to think long and hard, possibly, about what it is that your mission is. Where are you taking people? Where are you going, and why would they listen to you? Why would they follow you? Is where you're proposing to go a place that people desire to go? If the answer is no, then it's gonna have a harder time. So you need to be clear on where it is you're going and where it is you want to take people, and they can decide whether they want to get on board or not. You cannot make people get on your train, but people already know whether they want to get out of debt. And if you're the one that keeps speaking, get out of debt, you're going to show them how to do it, then they'll start listening. People already know that they need to free up time because maybe they're taking care of their parents, maybe because they just want to spend more time with their spouse. Maybe they do want to spend more time with their children. Maybe they do want to just travel more. Maybe they do just want to do more things that they want to do. And they already know that. So when they come across you and you're saying, I want to show you how to have more time freedom by automating your business and not working hard, but working smart. If that resonates with them, guess what? They're already listening. Okay. So it's not about trying to convince somebody to go somewhere that they don't want to go. It's about going where you believe that you want to go and then finding people along the journey who are in alignment with that and they get on board. But you got to be crystal clear because you've got to be able to communicate it. If you cannot communicate it and you think people are going to magically figure it out, well, that's where you're going to slow things down. And it's actually the wrong approach to take. All right. So number one thing is you want to think about and figure out what is your mission. Where are you going? The second thing that you want to do as it relates to the framework of this YouTube channel and even as part of your mission is you want to figure out which one of these three E's, if not all of them, are you going to focus on? Do you want to entertain? Do you want to educate? Or do you want to encourage? Okay. Now, when I look at my content, especially over the years, I mean, all the way back to 2008, I've been creating content. Okay. I will tell you that I have always been an educator. I've always been a speaker and a teacher. Okay. I've always been an educator and I've always encouraged people, right? This is why my whole tagline is inspiring you into action, right? I've always encouraged. My Facebook posts encourage, my Instagram posts encourage, my YouTube videos and things like that, they encourage, and I educate. So those are my two main pillars. Now, I'm not so much into the entertaining part. Like I might find a reel or I might find something, a short, and I might post it, but it's not me. I'm not the person that's doing the entertaining, right? Not from that standpoint. Some people find me entertaining because stuff that comes out of my mouth sometimes. I'm Scorpio. So, very direct, very F around and find out if you like that's very what I am. Okay. So sometimes it can come across as entertaining, but I am not an entertainer where I seek to amuse you, where I seek to make you wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Like I don't, that's not, that's not where I'm at with it. Okay. So you need to decide, are you more on the entertainment side? Are you in the education sector or more you in the encouraging space? And if you are some mix of all of them or two of them, then that's okay too. But just understand who you are so that you can be authentic in who you are. I don't have to pretend to educate because this is just what I do and how I am. Okay. I don't have to pretend to encourage because I'm just naturally that, right? I naturally encourage my son. I naturally encourage people around me if we're talking about things like that, right? I'm naturally encouraging people. Sometimes I even have to refrain from encouraging people because I've also come to realize some people don't want to be encouraged. And they dang sure don't want to be encouraged by you for whatever reason, right? Some people just feel like, oh, if you encouraging them, then you think you trying to teach them something, and it's weird. People are weird. People are weird. I won't get into all that. All I'm saying is I have realized that not everybody wants to be encouraged. Not everybody wants to be inspired. So I am looking for the people who are looking for me. If you enjoy being inspired, you enjoy being around a group of people who are uplifting, upbeat, gratuitous, encouraging, cultivating, right? Then that's my tribe. If you enjoy being around people who like to teach, who like to train, who like to educate, make sure you get it. And if you can't get it through them, like if you can't get something through me directly, at least I can point you in the right direction of another person, another resource, another tool, another something that I believe can add value to you. Okay. So decide which, if not any or all of the three E's, fall in alignment with what your mission is and how you are as a person, who you are authentically. Okay. And last but not least, as we continue on this framework with your YouTube channel, um, you got to know what your passion is, right? Because your passion is your fuel. Now, when I say passion, I'm not talking about your hobby passion, like, oh, you like to basket weave. That has zero to do with what I'm talking about in reference to your YouTube channel. If your YouTube channel is about affiliate marketing, or your YouTube channel is about health and wellness, or your YouTube channel is about financial literacy. What I'm talking about is your passion as it relates to the thing. So, like for me, I love to teach marketing and I like to teach things around wealth building and financial literacy. So, technically, my passion is moving people out of poverty. Right? My passion is if I can get you to freaking get this poverty mindset corrected, right? This is why during these last 68 days, I have shared so much with mindset, right? I have several video lessons in this challenge so far on mindset. I've shared some Earl Nightingale videos with you, like live on the live, or their videos live on my live right here, right? I have shared some Bob Proctor stuff with you, right? I have shared a lot of different material with you related to the mindset, because if you still think like a poor person thinks, then even if I'm trying to teach you marketing, you cannot receive what I'm giving you. It's almost like if your phone, right? Like if your phone is on iOS 14, right? And you're trying to download an app that requires iOS 16 or higher, then you can't it won't download. The app won't even load onto your phone. Can you see the app? Yes. Does the app exist? Yes. Can you access it on your iOS 14 OLED software? No. So if you have this poverty mindset, if I'm trying to upgrade your software with education and information and wealth building and financial literacy and marketing training and how to make money and income increase, increasing your income, you won't be able. It won't even download, and it will just be going in one ear out the other. So that's my passion. So that comes out right, like right now, like I'm off on a tangent on a rant. Why? Because I believe anybody can move from where they are to where they want to go. And I don't believe that you need all of these different projects and fundings and this and that. Do I believe in communal participation? Absolutely. Do I believe in charitable work and giving? Absolutely. But I believe that technically, if a person wants to do something and they can find a way to get themselves into the right environment, they can start to shift on their own because of the environment that they're in. You will be a product of the environment. And even if you're, let's say, a home life environment, the physical is one thing. You can go into a book, right? Imagine that you can go into a book and go into Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, right? The land of make believe. You can go into a community in a Instagram world, or you can go into a community on a Facebook group. You can go into a community on X. You can go into a community, all these different social media platforms, and immerse yourself with like-minded people or people who have the mind that you would like to have, and start to learn from them and be around them. And so I just believe that if you understand what your passion is, then again, your true authenticity will come out. And because I'm an educator and I'm an encourager, then when I'm teaching these different things, I'm also seeking to move people from where they are to where they want to go. There's got to be mobility, right? There's got to be mobility. I've got to mobilize people, right? Inspiring you into action. My hair, goodness, what this piece of, you got, ladies, y'all know sometimes you have that one piece of hair, those pieces, strands of hair that literally you keep doing this and it just will not disappear. Like it's there. And I don't even know where it is. It just needs to stop. It's so annoying right now. Okay. But you guys get what I'm saying. Okay. So the passion has to fuel you. right? So there's times when I don't feel like doing something. I have to think, nope, somebody needs my help today. There's somebody looking for a transformation. And if I don't show up, they miss it. They miss it because they're assigned to me or I'm assigned to them energetically. I don't know who it is, right, in real life, but if I don't show up, I'm doing them a disservice, right? So I've got to show up. And that's the passion that fuels me because that is why I feel I am here, is to help people get from where they are to get to where they want to go. Right. And encourage them, have a little bit of tough love. I'm kind of like that, right? Little rhino skin, right? I teach my son, can't do all that crying on the baseball. Well, he hasn't never really been that type of way, but it's probably because I've been teaching him that a long time. Like, hey, I'm not saying don't cry. If something hurts you, freaking cry. If you're 9 years old, 10 years old, and something scares you, you're probably gonna cry. Okay. Hell, I'm over 40. And if something scared me, I'm probably gonna cry. Okay. So what I'm saying is not about not crying, but what it's about is being able to assess the situation and say, okay, let me mentally get myself in a space where I can handle what I am in the midst of, right? Mental fortitude, right? Mental strength, not being, feeble minded, in other words. Okay. And so that is kind of my angle on how I teach, how I educate, and how I actually help people to move from where they are to where they want to be. All right. So now those would be the three things that I wanted to share with you here on today, in reference to getting your YouTube channel moving, shaking, and getting this whole framework built out for yourself. We're going to keep on this for the rest of this week, this framework, this build out, right? We got to get this YouTube thing going. And it's really it's really the foundational work that matters so much more than, oh, I need subscribers, or I just need views, I need this, I need to get monetized. Like, that will come, but it will come as a function of you totally focusing on and taking serious the things that I'm talking to you now, which is the behind the scenes stuff. It is the most important thing. Okay. So before we get out of here, I want to make sure that you understand that if you are looking for a way, if you're looking for something to help you to increase your income, if you're looking for something to help you make autopilot money, if you're looking for a way to educate yourself in the digital marketing space, I actually have a free gift for you. And it is my free digital marketing blueprint. In fact, if you click on the link right beneath this video here on YouTube, or if you're looking at this over on Facebook, you'll see the link in the comments. Or if you are over on Instagram, you want to comment the word blueprint, okay? And from that comment, I will definitely send you over, I'll DM you the link to the blueprint. But I want you to have access to the $900 per day blueprint. It does not guarantee that you're going to earn $900 tomorrow, but it lays out for you the framework and the blueprint for how I am doing this, for how so many other people inside of our community, like 38,000 people inside of our community, that are learning this blueprint, applying this blueprint, and really putting themselves in position to have $900 days, $1,800 weeks, $1,800 weekends, okay? $5,000, $10,000 months, $20,000 months. It's all very possible. But like I'm saying to you, you've got to listen to what I am sharing, and then you've got to take massive action on it. All right. So the best way to even get started, to learn more about it, to see if it even resonates with you, is to click on the link in the description, click on a link in the comments, or comment blueprints if you're over on Instagram, and I can make sure you get access to the free digital marketing blueprint. What you'll want to do is, once you click on the link, it'll take you to a page. It'll ask you to put your email address in that box. Put it in there, and I am going to email you. In fact, I'm not going to email you. My automated email follow-up system is going to email you, because guess what I'm probably going to be doing? Tying my hair up, getting ready to go to bed. That's what I'm getting ready to do. But my system is going to be working for me 24/7, which means you will be serviced and you will get everything that you need, even in my physical absence. All right. So I hope you enjoyed day number 68. We're going to continue with day number 69 on tomorrow. Guys, we are heading on down the yellow brick road to only 20 more days left, a little over 20 days left, and we will have completed this 90-day challenge. All right. If you have not taken a look at the previous video lessons within the challenge, I invite you to check out the 30K in 90 day playlist here on my channel, and be sure to start engaging engaging with each of the different pieces of content there and get yourself up to speed. Take your time, there's no rush, but get up to speed so we can be ready to rock and roll. All right. So, with that, guys, guess what? I will see you on tomorrow. Be ready, have all this work done because day 69, we're going to continue on the journey. All right. See y'all later. Bye for now.